Hello, so now we have an example of an isolated footing. So a square footing is to support a 500 millimeter square tied column, carries service dead load of 1200 kilonewton and service live load of 1120 kilonewton. The column is reinforced with 825 millimeter diameter bars, and the base is at the 1.5 meter below the natural grade line, so where the allowable soil bearing pressure is 310 kilopascal. So assume that the soil weighs 15.6 kilonewton and C prime is 27.5, Fy is 275 megapascal. So concrete weight 23.5 kilonewton per cubic meter, and then use 25 millimeter diameter rebars for main bars, and then 75 mm clear cover. So design the footing using NSAP 2015. So I'll just draw the figure of the problem. So okay, so it is a square footing. Then the depth of embedment is 1.5 meter from the NGL. Okay, so first we need to solve for the P, or unfactored load and factored load. So step 1, solve for P and PU. Okay? So the applied load here is the PDL is equal to 1200 kilonewton, then PLL is 1120 kilonewton. Okay, so for P, so P is equal to PDL plus PLL. So simply add the given loads, okay, plus 1020 kilonewton. So it is equivalent to 2320 kilonewton. Then next, PU. So let's try the two load combo. 1.4 PDL and also 1.2 PDL plus 1.6 PLL. Okay. So it is equal to 1.4 multiplied by 1200, then 1.2 multiplied by 1200 plus 1.6 multiplied by 1120. Okay, so it is equal to 3232 kilonewton, and sorry, it should be here 3232 kilonewton, and this one is 1680 kilonewton. Okay, so the governing load combo is this one. Okay, so next, so we need to assume HC or compute the initial HC. So step number 2, assume HC or compute for the initial HC. Okay. So for the initial HC, for the initial QE first. So QE is Q allowable minus gamma C multiplied by C height of the concrete minus gamma S multiplied by HS minus QS. Okay, so QE is equal to Q allowable. Our Q allowable is 310 kilopascal. Okay, and then let's assume that the we need to neglect first the height of the footing to have the most economical height. Okay, so our HC here is equal to 0, and then if the height of the concrete is neglected, so if this one is equal to 0, so the HS is equal to 1.5. so let's try it. So gamma S is equal to 15.6 kilonewton per cubic meter, and then 1.5 minus 0, there's no surcharge applied. So QE, initial QE is equal to 286.6 kilopascal. Okay, so again, we now solve for initial area of footing. So area of footing is equal to P and factored load divided by QE. So our PE is 2320, so divided by 286.6. So this should be in meters squared. So the answer is 8.095. So the required is a square footing. So let's say B multiplied by B. When we try to get the dimension, so the area of the footing is equal to B squared. Okay, and then B is equal to the square root of area of footing. So B is equal to 2.845. So let's say our initial length and also width of the footing is 2.9 meter. Okay, so let's go now, solve for QU. So QU is equal to PU divided by area of footing. Okay, so the actual or the provided area of footing should be 2.9 times 2.9, okay, or 2.9 squared. So our PU is 232 divided by 2.9 squared. So our QU is, our ultimate load bearing pressure is 384.304. This should be in kilopascal. So considering a one-way shear, or wide beam shear, or beam action. So the critical path of the wide beam shear is located at the D distance from the face of the column. So D distance from the face of the column. So this one is the area of consideration. So this is equal to, this is B, so this one is B minus A divided by 2 minus T. Okay, so this length, so this is also B. Okay, so our VU here, VU is equal to the intensity multiplied by B multiplied by, okay, B minus A over 2 minus T. So this area, okay, that experiencing the upward pressure from the QU below. So VU is equal to 384.304 multiplied by 2.9 multiplied by 2.9 minus our A here. A is the size of the column along this direction. So A here is 0.5, 500 tide squared column divided by 2, then minus T. Okay, so after that we now, okay, get the term for VC. So our formula for VC is 1/6 lambda square root of FC prime BWD. Okay, so 1/6, so normal weight concrete, 1 square root of our FC prime is 27.5, and then our B is 2.9, and then our T, then multiply by 1000. Okay, 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 so let's compare the our phi BC to our VU. Okay, so our phi BC is this one. Okay. Paste. So equals, so let's multiply it by our phi. So phi for shear is 0.75. Okay, so this one for VU. Okay, so our D required here, or required here is solve it simultaneously, isolate the D variable. So now we can get to 444 meters of our D effective there. So it is equivalent to 444 millimeters. Okay, so that is for wide beam shear. Okay, so now considering two-way shear or punching shear. So This is the plan view of our footing, and then the code says the critical path of the two-way failure is located at the d/2 distance from the face of the column. So for VU, okay, so the intensity first, okay, upward force, upward intensity, multiplied by the area. Okay. So the area of consideration here is this one. Okay. So ito na lang yung matitira. Okay. So unlike wide beam shear, so ganito yung itsura ng ating failure after failure. Okay. Yes. So when we apply the force P here, then the failure looks like this. Okay, so because of the upward intensity or QU that counteract the P, so mabubutas yung gitna. So ganito yung failure of punching shear. So the area of consideration here is this one, yung naka-hatch. Okay, so simply, so this one is B, this one is B. So B squared, okay, simply B squared. Okay, so minus lang natin yung unhatched area. So this one, yung nasa loob. So the unhatched area, kunin muna natin yung sides. Okay, yung sides nila. So this one is equal to, if that is d/2, so dalawang d/2 yan. Okay, so d/2, d/2, d/2. So d, so plus d length of the or side of the column. So let's say C1 and also C1 to. Pares lang naman na dimension yan. Pero pag hindi, so iba yung formula mo. So D plus C, so also dun sa kabilang side, this one is also D plus C. Okay, so minus na natin yung ating, okay, minus na natin yung unhatched area. So our C is 0.5, okay, plus D squared. Okay, so area na yan. Okay, so VU is equal to 300, our Q is 384.304, and then multiply by 2.9 squared minus 0.5 plus D squared. Okay, so again, for two-way shear or two-way action, VC is calculated according, so yung VC natin is calculated according to or with table 422.6.5.2 of NSEP 2015. So magiging tatlo yung values or calculation ng VC natin. Okay, So, yung tatlong yon, pipili ka nung pinakamaliit na value ng VC. Okay, so VC yung first equation for our VC, same with the wall footing. So, yung 1/3 alpha, or so lambda square root of FC prime, then BWD. Oh, sorry, BO na to. BOD. So, our BO here is the perimeter. Itong naka-dash line na yan. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng BO. And then, D is the depth of the footing. So, simple, itong BOD na to, ito yun. Itong area na to. So, this one is the BO. Itong, yan. Yan, yung perimeter. And then, yung depth of the, effective depth of the footing, yan. Okay, so kinuha lang yung area paikot. So this one is called the area to be sheared. Okay. So same with wide beam shear, no? Ito rin, no? Sa VC natin, ito naman din yung area to be sheared. Ito yun. Ito yun. Okay. So itong side na to, or yung dash line na yan, is equal to B. Yan. And then, yung depth niya is D also. Okay? So, yun yung capacity ng ating footing. So, that is for the first equation. So, VC is equal to VC is equal to 1/3, then again 1 square root of 27.4 multiplied by, so our perimeter here is 4 na ganito. So 4 na side dyan. So 4 na D plus C. So 4 multiplied by our D, then plus C. Yan. Then multiply by D, then multiply by 1,000. Okay, so that's the first, okay, equation. And then next is B. So from table 422.6.5.2, okay, so our VC there is 1/6, 1 plus 2 over beta, and then lambda square root of FC prime BOD. Okay, so may bago tayong variable dito. Okay, so yung VC natin dito is 1/6. Beta is just the beta here is the ratio of the sides of the column. Okay, so yan. So So 1. So this one is 1 plus 2. So our ratio of our column, long over short. Okay. So same lang naman, 0.5 over 0.5 yung ating column. And then lambda is 1. Then square root of 27.4. And then BO again is yun. And multiply by 4. Multiply by D. Multiply by 1,000. Okay. Okay, actually, this two, pwede mo na i-compare to kung sino yung mas maliit. Okay, so dalawang to. So, kunin mo lang ito. Itong values na to. Or yung itong term na to. Tsaka kunin mo rin itong term na to. Okay, compare mo yung dalawang yan. And then, pwede mo nang masabi kung sino yung pwede sa kanila or mas maliit sa kanila. Okay, so pwede yun. Okay, And then, yung C natin, yung C naman, ganito yung equation natin for C. So, C, VC is equal to 1 over 12 multiplied by 2 plus alpha SD divided by BO. Okay, so lambda square root of FC prime BOD. So, dito sa equation 3 natin, hindi natin pwedeng ma-compare agad dun sa dalawa. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung term dito natin, yan, meron siyang BO. So, yung BO natin is in terms of D. In terms of D kasi yan. So, ito yung BO natin, di ba? Yan. Yan yung BO. So, yung BO na yan, hindi mo ma-compute kasi wala ka pang unknown nga yung D. Okay? So, yun. Kailangan mo talagang equate na agad dun sa VU yung VBC natin. Or yung capacity over the or equal to the actual or ultimate shear. Okay? So, yun. Okay? So, lagay ko lang yan. 1 over 12 for VC number 3. 2 plus alpha. Our alpha is, so, for alpha is 40 for interior. Yan. Pag interior yung column mo, 40 yan. Yan. Then, kapag edge, I think 30. Yan. 30 yung ating ganyan tsura ng edge. Yan. Yung alpha natin is equal to 40. Alpha is equal to 30. And then, kapag corner, yung alpha natin is equal to yung alpha natin is equal to 20. So, center column lang yan, interior. So, nasa loob siya. So, yung alpha natin is 40. So, 40 D divided by, so, yung BO natin, 4 uli na. Nung side ng perimeter, 0.5 plus D. Okay, so, lambda, 1 again, then square root of FC prime, then BO again, 4 uli na, perimeter, side ng perimeter, perimeter path, then multiply by D, then multiply by 1,000. Okay, so yan. Okay na yung ating mga VC. Okay. So, yun, no? Equate na natin yan dun sa ating VU here. Okay. So, let's equate. So, A muna. So, using A, okay, equation A. So, kopyahin ko na lang. So, VBC na to is equal to VU. So, yung VC natin is this one. Copy. And then, paste. Ito yung una. Okay. Tatanggalin ko na muna to. So, lalagyan ko lang to ng 0.75 sa harap. For phi. Okay. So, equals yung VU natin. Ito yung VU. Okay. So, VU, equate ko lang dito. Yan. Okay. So, using A, so, solve simultaneously and then isolate nyo lang yung D. So, yung D na makukuha dito for our A is 0.5257 okay, meters or 525.7 millimeters. Yan, ito yung nakuha natin. And then next, using equation B, So, kopyahin ko lang ulit ito. Ito yun. Yan. Copy. And then, paste. Yan. Purahin ko lang yung beta dito. Yan. Then, lagyan lang natin ng 0.75 again. And then, copy din natin si VU. Ito si VU. Yeah. Okay. So, from this equation, yung D natin na makukuha is 0.408 096 meters or 408.096 millimeter. Okay, so yun yung pangalawang B natin. So using C naman, okay, dun sa 422.6.5 natin, so ito siya, ito mahabang to. Yan, copy and then paste again. Okay, and then lalagyan lang natin ng phi 0.75, then equate again dun sa VU. Okay. Copy, then paste ulit yun lang, undo, copy, paste. Okay, so using C, equation C, our D here is 0.391640 meters. So 391,640 millimeters. Okay, so yun na yung ating values of D based on our three equation from punching or two-way, considering two-way shear. Okay, so compare natin yan, yung apat. Okay, kung sino yung pinakamataas na requirement ng D, yun yung ating pipiliin. Okay, so this one is 500, 400, 8, 391, and then huwag nyo kalimutan yung wide beam, 444. So our governing D is equal to 525.7 millimeters. Okay, so ibig sabihin dun sa failure na yan, okay, sa punching shear na yan or sa punching shear, nag-fail siya or mag-fail siya kapag yung effective depth mo is less than 25.57 millimeters. Okay, so thus, okay, D is equal to 525.7 millimeters. Okay, then after that, get the initial HC. So HC is equal to D. So draw natin. So this one is the D. Okay. And so this one is the D. Okay. Then ganyan ang itsura. Ayan. This one is the D, and this one is the CC or 0.75 millimeters. Then ito naman, ayan, ito hanggang dito is 1.5 dB. Okay, so this one is the total height, HA. So kung mapapansin ninyo, Ang gusto natin dito kasi yung D natin is or yung HC natin is malaki. Okay, para safe siya. Okay, consider natin yung top bar na distance of our D or centroid of our top bar from the top fiber portion ng footing natin na gawing D, kasi nga yung HC natin mas lalaki kapag yon. Okay, kapag sa bottom bar kasi, kunyari yan, nandito yung D mo. Okay, so yung i-add mo lang na yung dB mo is 0.5 dB. Okay, so compare doon, yung HC mo mas maliit. So mas safe kung HC mo is, or yung D mo is at the top bar, centroid of the top bar portion. Okay. Okay, so our HC is equal to 1 1/2 or 1.5 D plus 1.5 dB plus 75. Okay, so D is 525.7 plus 75, plus 1.5, so 25 mm daw yung gagamitin na bar, plus 75. Okay, so HC is 638.20 millimeters. So let's say 650 millimeters. So adjust natin. Yan. So yun yung initial HC natin.